Marvin.
Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Just doing some back porch art.
Oh, great. I thought I'd pay you a visit.
Yeah, come on, hang out. Come on, hang out. See what I've been up to. Since this quarantine pandemic, I just been just making art since they announced that we should be quarantined, and I just been just making a lot of the art. That's
Wow. So has your studio become this back porch area?
For now, I've made so much art. I had to find some more space.
Sure.
I had to find some more space.
Wow, there's a lot of new pieces that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling me a little about it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I've always had to think about birds, and the only bird that I really don't like is the pigeon. Okay. But I like the idea of the bird. I like how the bird flies, its motion, its muscles, it's free, And so I've been making a lot of birds and sculptures. And there's some relief art in the house that include birds also. But that's another story. Let me show you what I've been doing. Now the bird to your left, immediate left, is you can see that? Can you see that? Let me put it up here so you can see it better.
Beautiful.
It's a queen. It's almost like Diana Ross. Tip. We better close that gate at some point because we'll have to. The dog is. I'm babysitting a dog. My daughter's boyfriend's dog.
Okay, hold on 1 second then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're gonna close the fence.
Okay.
So that good spontaneity you're getting is going to come back again.
Wait. Let me just turn. Well, whatever. You know what? I can edit this out.
Okay. I was telling you, this bird I did 2-3 years ago. I think you recall this here.
I do.
This is if you remember Diana Ross's song, I'm coming out. I want to let you know. Well, this is that. I found this piece of wood and it looked like it was walking. You can see that,
Oh, yes,
it looked like it was walking. It had this chest out. It was proud. I was like, that's a proud something. And I turned it into this sculpture here of a bird walking proudly.
What materials did you use?
Outside the bark, a piece of wood, metal, and these are pea pods.
Uh-huh.
Wow, is that cool? Some drag queen. This is a
Yes,
drag
absolutely.
queen.
Nice.
This is a drag queen
And they're
bird.
really shining. I mean, did you spray paint them or?
I spray painted them first, but today I was just vernishing a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is that same year, 3 years ago, I made this particular bird. It's another piece of wood that looked like it was not much of a prominent chest like the other one, but it is proud. It too is made of wood and pea pods and metal.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I see the metal there on the side of the wing.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, and I love these stands that you made for them too.
Oh yeah. This is something new here. This here is my baby. It's made of my coworker gave me this burnt wood. And I was like, oh man, has so many stories, so many metaphors. And when I got home, I had this pole here it's from a table I found in the alley. And I just started constructing this bird. It's made of burnt wood and cotton balls to give it that, that vibe. I love this bird. I love that.
And
bird.
the burnt wood, do you know the origin of where it comes from, or?
I want to say the 1969 riots, but I'll be lying. It was from the Park District.
Oh, cool.
But nevertheless,
Yes, absolutely.
riot wood. this here is in progress here. Again, my series of birds. This is not done yet, as you can tell, but it's on its way. It's going to be something.
Sure, it almost has the elegance of a swan.
Yeah. It has that. I had this piece of metal here. You see that metal?
Oh, sure.
And it just looked like it had a neck, like, you know, it had that proud neck. You know, like Nina Simone, crack her neck. And the brother Gil Scott Heron had that long, elegant neck. This bird has, and it's looking out at something.
Yes, I can see that.
You know.
Very cool.
Continuing. Let's go to this bird here. Oh. Let's go to these birds behind me here. Oh, you like that? This here. Oh, I love this here too. Now this is made out of piano keys.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
love it.
And it's the city, and a bird looking out over the city.
Wow, incredible. Yes, and you can see the architectural element to it, and the way you put the wood together and built that structure, that base, his body.
Yeah, it's like music at night while bird watching. Yeah, I love that one. Go on here now. This one here is going to be in a gallery.
Oh wow!
This has happened during. Again, I made most of this art during the quarantine, and during the quarantine there was a lot of strife, racial strife going on, and it's still going on. And in this particular instance, a black gentleman was watching birds, and a white woman accused him of attacking her. And so this is called bird watching while black. And what you can see again is made of burnt wood, found wood that I carved into a bird's itch type beak. And this foot here is from an old mannequin that I had that ripped apart. And at the bottom of that, you can see these policemen.
Oh, sure, yes.
You know, so political. I think you can't. Yes, of course, and I think you know, if you're creative and alive and doing creative things, you know, you may not be on the front line, but you should. Some of your art should have been about some political strife here. This here, I was talking to you earlier about Nina. This here is those who may watch this, if you ever watched the Nina Simone documentary, there's really one good one that I like. She's in the audience. Again, Nina had this elegant neck and always this meticulous round afro, and very courageous woman also. And this is her at that concert, about 71, 72, and she's addressing Karen. She was in that documentary. She was telling this woman to sit down, you sit down, you sit down, you sit down. That's what she was doing, and she and this is called Nina addressing Karen. And this is something I carved out of wood. This is an old bedpost here for a stand.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the carving is kind of relatively new.
Yeah, it is.
In your creative approach.
Yeah,
Not
it
something
is.
that I've seen before.
Yeah, it is. You know, I'm always evolving, you know, and I really like what I did.
I do
I'm
too.
looking at the neck, and I say, wow, man, that's not a bad. She had this really elegant blue gown on, like Dream Girls, you know, and the
Absolutely.
glitter.
And just she's so poised that you
Yeah.
can tell that she's, you know,
Yes.
saying something
Yes,
of value.
yes. Her neck. She's her neck. It's all Nina's neck. I'm gonna put this down.
Sure.
I'm gonna this piece here. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know what I was doing, but I had all these corks. And let me move this out your way. And I had this big frame, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna put all these corks in there. And I had this metal ship that I had, like, you know, a little sub ship, boat, submarine boat. And I said, you know, I'm gonna just put some stuff on here, put these corks in here, see if they all fit. and they all fit. And the next inspiration came where it's like, hey, I'm gonna turn this to some kind of like likeness of a flag, an aged flag.
I see.
And that's what that is. I don't know what it's called yet. I don't know if I'm done with it, but I like it. I know when it's hung up, Tip, it's gonna look beautiful. Because this is all gonna be brownish black, and so again, I don't know what that's gonna be. This here, I don't know if we can get over here.
I can. Don't worry.
I can move this here though. Come on,
Okay.
move this here anyway. I need an assistant. This here is a bird that I made out of tamale skin. Tamale, what do you call that stuff? What do you have tamale wrapped in?
Yes, I see.
Yeah, and this here I'm still working on, but this is made of metal and found wood that I kind of carved and things that look like bird, and I just kind of put them together. And
Sure. I mean, this bird definitely has a personality.
Yeah. And I'm going to. I was thinking about painting it to give it more, to pronounce the wings more. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I also like the naturalness of this too.
I do too.
So, still in progress.
Very cool.
This here is really nothing, but I don't know. It's just remind me of. I love those colors. Remind me of like those 60s, 70s colors, Afro pics.
Mm-hmm.
But they also look like slave ships.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that is.
Okay.
And sometimes I find things lying around the house I've had for years. And this here I had for years, and I just say, hey, it's time for me to just post this thing up. It looked like something from I forgot that lady artist who did all those bones and things, metaphors. What was her name? Oh,
Georgia
God.
O'Keeffe?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. I was going Georgia.
Oh yes. Well, it does actually look like a skull. Mm-hmm. Is that a piece of wood?
It's a piece of wood. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I see where you're going there.
And so that came to mind, but I'm trying to make it more psychedelic-like.
Mm-hmm.
Although hers was kind of psychedelic too, though. This here is just something I was doodling around with, kind of fantastical-like. I don't know.
Where you have the remnants of your cityscapes there that you use
remnants
with
of
your
cityscape.
punch-outs.
So you have that remnants of a cityscape with the punch-outs.
Mm-hmm.
This is made of cork, the hills and stuff, and this tainted yellow duck. Which
It's almost
memories.
like apocalyptic.
Yeah, it is.
It could be what our future might look like.
Wow, and you know what, Tip? You said that because maybe when we make art, we subconsciously in the zone. And I use found objects, so I'm putting together, but also on a deeper level. You're trying to express what's going on with your life too, and it may not be cognizant. You may not be cognizant of it until you're done. To someone else, like today, you pointed that out. It's apocalyptic. It is. It's during this March and what
the
pandemic. The pandemic and my daughter's turmoil with a boyfriend. Blah, blah, blah. It's all that. The ending of something.
Mm-hmm. And interestingly, so what is left is nature, right? You have
nature,
a duck.
nature. You have a duck reminiscent of the past.
Mm-hmm.
You should have been a psychiatrist. Right? There's so much psychiatrists here. Again, this is I'm still is in process.
Mm-hmm. Another bird.
Old bit post here.
Oh, sure.
And beads. And a beat that I'm in the process of continuing to make. But I wanted something, because I do a lot of. I haven't really done anything this colorful.
That's true. Yes.
This and I really like the color. So, I'm just gonna cover this with these. I don't really like these kind of beads, but I found them. I work at the Park District, and they had these beads around, and I said, hey, look at those beads. And but I said, what the hell, I'll
You'll create definitely
something came
something
together
of
with that.
beauty.
Yes. This here is another one of my series of
yes.
birds. I got these guitar wires, strings from my good friend Bill McKay, who you all may not know. Ding 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 Bill. And
Very cool.
this is just a bird on looking out.
Would you mind turning it a little bit towards the sunshine so I can get some light on him?
Like this here?
Yeah, a little bit that way. Turn it that way, maybe. There you go.
Yeah, this is made of guitar strings, found wood, and piano keys.
And you have some corks there as
and
well?
Corks, yes, corks.
Very
and
cool.
bike rubber for the eyebrows. You know those? I had made 3 rats.
Yes, of course.
And they though tip it, you know, the material I used. I told myself this year, you know, Marv, you're gonna be out here. You got to make this last forever. And that with that story told, these mouses, as you remember, were something else. I took that all off, got all the stickiness off them, and I created something else.
Wow,
you know?
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we documented them when you made them.
Yes, and
wow.
This here is called While You Were Sleeping. Again, this represents, this is a lot of metaphors here. This is the house that's burnt up. This is the eye. It could be a doorbell, but this is the eye that's looking at them. And this,
I see.
And this is just bubble gum. I eat a lot of bubble gum, and these are lips, bubblegum lips made of bubblegum container. And so this is a house, this is the eye, and this is the riot.
Wow. That's it.
While they were sleeping.
And what is it, did you title it?
While they were sleeping.
While they were sleeping. Wow. I mean, that's a very, very powerful piece. Here, let's get some light on this, I can see. And I like how that original Mickey Mouse cutout is less prevalent.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't want that to be prevalent. I'm like, you know, you can see that. One can see that.
Yes.
You can see that, but you know, like that's not it.
Yeah.
That's
very,
you know,
very cool.
This here is just something I was doing for fun. I play a lot of music. I did.
No, let's go this way because I'm against the light here. There we go. That's nice. Now I see it.
Now this is of a young man that I played music with, Mr. Ben Lamar Gay.
Sure.
He hasn't got back with me. He hasn't even responded. I don't know if he really liked this. But
did you take a picture and send it to him?
I haven't.
Oh.
I sent it out, put it on Facebook, thinking he'll see it on Facebook.
No, you have to keep it personal.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a big fan like that.
Oh, it's
sorry,
very,
Ben. I love you.
Very cool.
But this is called "What the Flowers Had to Say" with Ben Lamar Gay.
Wow. Very cool.
I love that title. "What the Flowers Had to Say." What did they say?
They have always a lot to say, right? Oh, it's beautiful in the light. And let me just take a close up.
Nice. And again, let me show you this here. Now, this is not done, but I'm just going to show you this here. Can you see that?
Yes, it would be better maybe if you came here and like that the light will be
Right here?
facing you. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Much better, yes.
This isn't done, but last week, I made this last week, they were tearing up our roof here, fixing the roof, and all this polish came off, and so I was like looking at it, you know, I see anything in piles that's, you know, I just started going crazy since it started going off. So I took all this old roof off here and started spray painting, and it came like this old, like, you know, a lot of my paintings are kind of apocalyptic.
They are.
But there's hope. You see, those who are listening and viewing it, there is hope. And that hope begins with us.
And the ability to rebuild something from something that's been torn down, which is what you've done here as you're creating this piece.
Yes.
And finding beauty in what has been destroyed and abandoned.
Yes, exactly. And that's what, I don't know if this cop car is going to stay there, but, you know, that's what I came up with last week. My phone is ringing. I'm gonna get it because we're in real time here, and you need to be in real time.